Welcome back, guys. So this is a continuation of hash map tutorial, and look at here I have made a notes points to remember. Java hash map contain value based on the key. By now you are familiar of, right? Then Java hash map contains only unique key. Yes, you cannot keep duplicate key. You know that why. So when you add a duplicate key, the hash code will be the same, and when the hash code is the same and when the object is same, it will replace your previous one. So that is the reason it stores only unique key cannot be duplicated in the hash map. Java hash map class may have one null key and multiple null value. This is fine. You can keep multiple null value, there is no problem, but you can keep one null key. So, and one more thing, people will ask in the interview, when you have a null key, what index it will go for? It will always go for the 0 index in the bucket. Whenever you will have a null key, it will always go for the 0 index in the bucket. Java hashmap class is not synchronized, which means this guy is not a thread safe. Okay, this guy is not a thread safe. See, whatever synchronized, non-synchronized I'm talking about here, I will cover in the thread class. Okay, here try to understand, it is not a thread safe. So when multiple thread will act on the hash map, there are the chances that you will get a data issue. Your data might have a issue. Okay, it might get corrupted. Okay, your Java hashmap class maintains no order. It will not maintain any insertion order. It will not do that. But yes, when you use instead of hash map, if you use linked hash map, it will maintain the insertions order like linked hash set. So we will go to that. Okay, so please remember these points from the interview perspective, right? So if you look at this hash map class, this guy basically extends abstract map. It implements the map interface. It also implements clonable, and it also implements serializable. What does mean by that? Okay, so when I say a class has a hierarchy in a collection framework. So even the hash map has the hierarchy. Hash map will extend another class called abstract map, and then it will implement the map interface. Clonable is the interface and serializable is the interface. Okay, and if you look at the k and v, so what does mean by k and v? So k is the key and v is equal to value. So whatever you are seeing that here, map, abstract map and hash map, this all will take two kind of data. It will take a key object and value object, right? Now when you have a class, you know that every class will have a constructor. Similarly, in the hash map, you will have 4 constructor, one constructor which will not take any argument. This guy will not take any argument, and it will always create a bucket of size 16 with a load factor of 0.75. What does mean by that load factor of 0.75? Which means, let's say you have a map of size 16 and you have a load factor of 0.75. So when you calculate 0.75 of 16, which will come around 12, right? Which will come around 12. So to do that, simple math, you can do that. 16 into 75 by 100. When you do that, 25 3 times, 25 4 times, 4 into 4 is equal to 16, is equal to how much? 12. Okay, how much? 12. So which means whenever you will insert 12 record till 12 record in your hash map will not increase. The moment you will insert more than 12, your size of the map will grow. It will grow by some calculations your map has. For understand that it will grow by double. Okay, so whenever you will get this load factor, the load factor is nothing but at what load your map should grow. So here when you have an initial capacity of 16, the moment your 12 size is full, your map should grow. Now there is another hash map called capacity. Here what you can do, you can define the initial capacity. You can write 50, 100, 2000, 500. Why this is required? See, why they have given is, let's say you know that in your map there is going to be minimum of 1000 records. there is going to be minimum of 1000 record. In beginning itself, you can create a hash map of capacity 1000. So the benefit what you will get, your map will not grow always. So like what happens here, 16 data, so 12 data got full, it will grow. Again some other 20 data got full, it will grow. Again some 30 data got full, it will grow. So when it grows, your performance will be impacted. So when you know the minimum size of your hash map, see even this guy will grow, right? It's not like this will not grow, but when you know the size, like it's going to be minimum of 1000 records in your map, you can initialize with 1000. Okay, so that 1000 bucket will get created, and your data will get stored in that. Now if you look at the hash map, see here what happens is default load factor is 0.75. like at 0.75 your map will grow. So whenever whatever capacity is, let's say you have 20, so when you try to calculate 20, so 0.75, I mean 75% of the 20, you will get some data, right? So we can do that. So when you do 20 into 75 by 100, 3, 4, 25, 3, 25, 4 and 4, 5, which means 15. So after the 15 record, okay, your map should grow. But here there is another method, your map class is given to you, where you can specify the capacity as well as you can specify the load factor. It's up to you what load factor you want to keep, at what point you want to grow your map. It's up to you. So you have one more constructor provided to you. The other one is let's say you already have one map and map has a data, and now you want to create another object out of that map. You want to create one more object of the hash map, and you also want to consume the data of the previous hash map. You can go for this. So this constructor will help you to create object of hash map, and this guy will consume the data from the previous map. Okay, so these are the 4 constructor you have in the hash map. Quickly we will see that the implementations part of this 4 constructor, so that you will get a confidence. So to do that, I'll create one class and I will write map objects. I will write a main method, and I will write here map is the interface. It comes from the Java util package. I will write key is equal to integer and value is equal to integer, and then I will write control space bar map is equal to new and then hash map. Okay, so here I am creating object of default size. So here I am not using that any other constructor. Now same thing I can copy paste, and I can specify here size is equal to, let's say, 400. So what will happen, one map will get created of size 400 with the load factor of 0.75. here map object will get created of load factor 0.75. now I can create one more, and I can supply the size is equal to 400 and load factor is equal to 0.5. like I am supplying the load factor. Okay, I am supplying the load factor. Okay, it's f. Okay, it should be the floating point number, so it should be f. And then I can create so reference should not be a duplicate, guys. Okay, remember this. And I need to create one more object of the map. Now this guy will take the object of this, and here we have map 3. Okay, so you can see that that's how you can create the 4 object of the 4 constructor based on your requirement. Now you go for this constructor, press control, click on hash map. So if you'll go here, this is your one constructor, default load factor what you have 0.75, and you can see that the default initial capacity you have a 16. So constructor of empty with a default initial capacity 16, load factor is equal to 0.75. So Java documentations, they have really well maintained Java documentations you will have. If you read the documentations, you will get so much knowledge. See here in this different constructor which will take another map object as an argument, here also you can see that what happens is load factor remains same 0.75, and whatever map you will supply, the previous map in the parenthesis, see, it will put entire thing in the map again. Okay, it will put entire thing in the map again. Then the another constructor, if you look at here, this hash map, where you have facility where you can supply the load factor. So whatever you will supply for that load factor, okay, it will grow whenever the data will get full, it will grow. And there is one more, there might be one more, because we had 4, so we will go for this one, where you can just supply the capacity. So here again it will consider the default load factor, which is nothing but 0.75. so hoping that you are clear with all the object creations of the map classes. Now guys, whatever you understood till here, if you will go and if you copy the same thing, okay, and if you just change to 4, 5, 6 and 7, and you have a map, right? So if you just go and if you do linked hash map, if you just change to linked hash map, you can see that all of your constructor will work fine. When you change the implementations from the hash map to linked hash map, all the constructor will work fine. So the difference here is, in the hash map and the linked hash map, the major difference is linked hash map will maintain the insertion order. Just to show you what I will do, in the map I will do one put method, and I am going to store 10, 20, 10 is the key, 20 is the value, then 11 and 30. Okay, and then I'm going to print a map. In the map, toString method is overridden, so I can print that. I will copy same thing from there, and now what I will do, I will add in the linked hash map. Now you keep at least 3 to see the better result. So copy this from here and paste it here, right? Okay, now if I run that, you will see you are not able to see the difference because of map. Actually you are thinking that it is maintaining the insertion order in the hash map, but it is not. Just to show you, I will do one more thing. I will keep here as a 8 and here I will keep as a 50, because sometimes what happens, you are very lucky enough, you kept some data and which worked fine for you, you will feel like it is maintaining the insertion order, but it will not. Hash map never maintains the insertion order. So now you can see that I have kept some data in the map. So the first output is nothing but map, hash map, and the second output is coming from the linked hash map. So if you look at the linked hash map, which is maintaining the insertion order, so you had here 10, 11, 12 and 8. So the 10, 11, 12 and 8, which is getting maintained by the linked hash map, whereas in the map it is not maintaining the insertion order. It is not maintaining the insertions order. But what happens, you have one more class called tree map. See, the tree map, whatever you learned in the set class, 90% concept remains same. Okay, I need to import, so I'm writing a tree map. It was giving compile time. You need to import this package and then you add this. Okay, Now if I run that, see, look at the tree map output. See, the tree map output, if you look at, your data is getting printed in the ascending order 8, 10, 11 and 12. So your key, whatever key you had, it is getting printed in the ascending order. Your hash map will not maintain the insertions order. Your linked hash map will maintain the insertion order. Your tree map will maintain the key in the ascending order, right? It will maintain the key in the ascending order. Now what happens in the tree set, if you look at, okay, you don't have all 4 constructor, by the way, you have only 2 constructor. So if you'll go in the tree map and if you look at, so how many constructor you have? So actually you have a 4, but the way it works, it is different. So one is default, one is comparator. Okay, forget about this comparator for now. Like one, you have a tree map which will take comparator as an argument. This I have covered in the hash set. The same concept I will cover here also. Then another one is called tree map, which will take a map. Okay, so this will work fine. So on the tree map, whatever you have created, this you can supply here. This will work fine. Okay, there will not be any issue. Then there is another one. If you look at, you have tree map of the sorted map, which also I'll cover later. Here you don't have something called initial capacity, and you don't have something called initial capacity with the load factor. So let's say when you try to create the object of tree map with initial capacity is equal to 400, okay, this constructor is not there in the tree map. So the initial capacity and the initial capacity with the load factor, this constructor is not there in the tree map. So what your tree map has a default constructor. Tree map also has a constructor which will take another tree map as an argument, and then you have one more constructor which will, two more constructor. One, it will take comparator as an argument, and one, it will take sorted set as an argument. So comparator as an argument I will cover when I will talk about the tree. I will not cover here because that is the important concept we need to understand. So now you got an idea of how to create the object of hash map and how you can say a constructor will work fine for the linked hash map. In fact, two of the constructor will work fine for the tree map also, but another 2 will not work for the tree map, because in the tree map you have another 2 constructor which you don't have in the hash map and linked hash map. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching this.